Hello everybody and welcome back to LLB Society. This is Dr. Hariri, the creator and founder of LLB Society, which is a bilingual academy of English and Persian. And in this presentation, I'm going to give you some basic information about our Persian language resources for Persian speakers. Okay, so by the way, as it is typical of any presentation at LLB Society made by me, Dr. Hariri, you can access the text version of this presentation in the description area via a link that I have shared with you. Just go to the description area and click on the link and you will be able to read or study this article. So best Persian language resources, including over 400 lessons, Persian lessons with videos. And here is the table of contents, and I just actually click on the first item to go directly to that part. So first of all, you should know why you should learn Farsi as a second or foreign language. Persian is a widespread language belonging to the Indo-European languages. Persian or Farsi is spoken in some countries, most importantly Iran, where I come, and let's say which I come from, Afghanistan, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan, and also some other parts of the world, including some parts of Iraq and India and China. And also there are several standard varieties of the Persian language, including Iranian Persian, Tajiki Persian, and Dari Persian, mostly spoken in Afghanistan. And also, recently, there has been an upward trend in the immigration rate of people living in Persian-speaking countries to Western countries. These people like to preserve their own culture and heritage, especially their mother tongue, that is Farsi, and pass it to their own children as the new generation of Persian-speaking people residing overseas. However, the big problem is that finding appropriate Persian language resources is almost impossible because not sufficient systematic attempt is made to develop and maintain Persian materials for Farsi learners. So, as a matter of fact, unlike English, French, Spanish, and some other most popular languages, when it comes to Farsi, we don't have much actually standard Persian resources. So lack of Persian language resources. As it was mentioned above, Persian learners unfortunately cannot find reliable and modern Persian language resources. And because of that, Farsi learners have to depend on old Persian language resources, generally in the form of Persian books. And Persian books, you should know, that are not enough. And why? Here is the why, or the reason actually to support this claim. Books, including Persian books, are static content and they don't get updated frequently. On the other hand, Persian books are not written and published periodically. So they are static materials. I mean, they don't get updated, and also students cannot post their questions and communicate with their teachers, and they are not multimedia. Remember, these days you should not learn a second language merely or necessarily through text. You need to watch videos, you need to leave comments and forums and many other, let's say, forms of communication. Okay, existing Persian books cannot meet Persian learners' current needs. Persian students cannot ask their possible questions because the Persian books available in the market fail to communicate with Farsi learners. So you need to actually focus on or rely on something which is multimedia, like dynamic materials that are updated on a daily basis, and also they come with videos. Comprehensive Persian language resources. So our Persian learners who are registered members can access hundreds of original Persian lessons in categories with videos. At LLB Society, with the domain you can see at the bottom right corner of your screen, llb.net, you can access over 4 100 Persian lessons, original Persian lessons, categorized according to your needs, level of proficiency, age group, and so on and so forth. And also they come with videos classified according to your proficiency level in Farsi, priorities, preferences, Persian language skills, age, and the like. Learn Persian alphabet. Also, with our premium lessons with videos on Persian alphabet, we have already actually taught all of the Persian lessons on Persian alphabet in videos, or let's say with videos, and we have taught Persian alphabet in both Farsi and English for non-Persian speakers. So if you don't know even one Persian word, no worries, we are there to help you. And you can actually watch our embedded videos. The videos are embedded in their lessons, so you can study the Persian lessons and watch their videos at the same time and play the videos actually as many times as you wish. And so this is the basic, or let's say the gist of flipped learning. Flipped learning, or in Farsi we call it آموزش معکوس. So flipped learning is based on lectures provided by the teacher in an asynchronous mode of communication. And we have already taught all of them through flipped learning, as I said, where you can access the lectures. And also we have used digital, and we are still using digital boards in our teachings to facilitate learning and understanding the Persian alphabet. So these the use of digital boards is very, very facilitative, actually, to get to know how Persian letters and words are written. And okay, so learn Persian with the stories. We have translated and simplified hundreds of Persian stories exclusively for our Persian learners. These stories are written in simple prose with narrations in videos. Our members can also access the English version of the stories at LLB Society as a because LLB Society is a bilingual academy of English and Persian. So based on comparative literature, you can study the English short stories and also their corresponding Persian stories in other, let's say, lessons and categories, not based on translation. So you can actually work on your comparative literature. And also they come with videos, so you can actually self-regulate your own learning. And if you have any question, you can contact us by leaving voice and text messages asynchronously. So you can learn many Persian proverbs, idioms, and vocabulary in real context with the help of our Persian stories. Additionally, for each story, there are follow-up questions for further discussion in our online Persian classes. So it's not just limited to asynchronous learning. We do have Persian classes, online Persian classes as well, to provide you with synchronous learning as well. But the important thing is that we do try to actually provide you with both of them. So a mixture of both synchronous and asynchronous learning when it comes to learning Farsi. So for example, one of the activities is that we ask you, we share you the link to one of the short stories in Farsi, and then you study that, you watch the video, and then you prepare yourself for an oral reproduction of the short story as an academic and educational activity in the class. And you try to just tell us what has happened in the story, and then we will have a discussion, particularly in group classes. It's very ideal. Okay, Persian grammar resources. So you can learn Persian grammar by studying our top lessons on Persian grammar plus videos. All these Persian grammar lessons have already been taught by bilingual teachers knowing both English and Persian. And also, you will learn about verb conjugation in Farsi, which is very, very complex when it comes to English, because actually Persian conjugation is much more complex than English conjugation, which is not that actually difficult. And Persian pronouns, verb tenses, reported speech in Farsi, conditional sentences in Farsi, Persian conjunctions, which is very, very actually useful if you want to actually write Persian essays and many other Persian grammar points. And also learn about Persian and or Iranian culture. As you know, language and culture are intertwined, and therefore to learn Farsi better, you need to get more familiar with Iranian culture as well. And for this reason, we have many top-notch Persian lessons on Iranian culture, such as Nowruz ceremony, Yalda night or Chelle night, Taruf, table manners in Farsi, and the like. So learn Persian practically or communicatively. We call it Farsi karbordi. So if you need to learn Persian communicatively as opposed to literary or theoretical Persian, our applied Persian lessons are something you really need. And this category of our Persian language resources will teach you how to make a room reservation in a hotel or something, hotel booking, take a taxi, ask for local addresses, order food in a restaurant, make a doctor appointment, and the like. So something that you really need in order to interact smoothly with Persian speakers. So we call it practical or communicative Persian. So educational materials in Farsi, particularly for teenagers and adults. To practice reading and listening comprehension in Farsi, our teenage Persian learners can use our educational Persian resources with original text and videos. For example, about the life of bees in Farsi, about pyramids in Egypt in Farsi, and many other actually useful science-based or scientific materials in Farsi in simple forms, particularly to teach Persian actually to adults and teenagers, specifically teenagers. Persian language resources for adult learners. We provide premium Persian resources for adult Persian learners. These lessons and tutorials make our Farsi students independent of any other resources. Additionally, we support them constantly in our text and voice discussion boards and comment forums. And for example, if you are a logged-in student or member, you will see a live chat at the bottom right corner of your screen, and you can leave voice messages in Farsi, greeting your Persian teacher, and also leaving text messages unlimitedly. Okay, in this way, you can interact with your Persian teacher anytime you wish. You can study our Persian lessons with multimedia resources and videos. And then ask us your questions in our forums asynchronously. We do have some Persian forums, and we are pretty active in them. Actually, our students leave hundreds of questions, and we immediately answer all of them in detail. So this way, you can talk and write to your Persian teachers and classmates without any time limit. It is as if you are attending Persian classes non-stop. So practice reading conversation, practice Persian conversation and speaking. So our Farsi learners can practice speaking in Persian both in our online Persian classes, that is synchronously, and also asynchronously by leaving voice messages to our Persian teachers and also the other Persian learners, your Persian classmates. And also, you can use our challenging questions in Farsi to trigger Persian discussion in our Farsi classes. We do have actually forum specifically for challenging questions in Farsi, and we use them, actually the combination of these Persian questions in our conversation classes. Our Persian members and students are able to enter our Persian chat room. We do have a Persian chat room as well, to discuss interesting topics synchronously. It means at the same time and constantly with the other Persian members. And the mixture of synchronous and asynchronous communication channels at Elliott Bay Society has made our bilingual academy unique and pioneer in practicing Persian and English intuitively. So, practice writing in Farsi. Our members can submit an unlimited number of essays to us for profound analysis during their monthly membership. So you can submit an unlimited number of essays to us, and even actually handwritings. You write something with hand and then take a snapshot of that and send the image file to us, and we will analyze it. For more information about our writing activities in Farsi, you can review the following tags. There are some hyperlinks, and if you just click on any one of them, you will find corresponding or relevant categories. Writing practice in Farsi, summary writing in Farsi, making sentences in Farsi, business correspondence in Persian, Persian essays and compositions, spelling practice in Farsi, and essay writing in Farsi. As you can notice, each one actually is an independent category. Okay, practice Persian handwriting, which is actually very problematic to non-Persian speakers. Why? Because of that. Handwriting in Farsi tends to be more difficult compared to English due to the fact that, unlike English, in Farsi, some Persian letters are attached to each other while writing, and some others are written separately. So our Farsi students and members can send us their Persian handwritings in the form of screenshots and images. We will analyze your Persian handwritings unlimitedly during your monthly membership. So what could be better than this? You have this ability to practice all the 4 skills intuitively and integratively. And for example, you can just you don't necessarily need to attend any Persian class, any online Persian class. For example, if you are on a tight schedule, you don't have a specific time for any specific class at a specific time, so you can just opt for monthly membership and access all of these things, particularly 400 premium Persian lessons with videos and with our constant support. Alright, so let me show you some related lessons that are automatically just chosen because of the tags in this article. آموزش زبان فارسی درباره وسایل ارتباط جمعی, about telecommunication and communication channels. مکالمه ناهمزمان یا غیر همزمان فارسی. So مکالمه ناهمزمان فارسی, it means asynchronous conversation in Farsi برای ایرانیان در سراسر دنیا, and سلام, احوالپرسی و دور همی means gathering. بچه‌های فارسی زبان برای تمرین زبان فارسی, و چتروم فارسی یا در واقع Persian chatroom, و همچنین checking at the airport in Farsi for non-Persian speakers, and many others. Actually, I just showed you 5 out of 400 premium Persian lessons. Thank you so much for your attention. You can remember, actually, you can test everything based on free trial at the Little Bit Society, our membership monthly subscription, our Persian lessons, and also Persian classes. The first session is free, and also consultation is free, and also free monthly subscription is also on free trial. Thank you very much for your attention. Take care of yourself, and see you in our next video. Bye bye, everybody.